The Los Angeles Lakers have had an underwhelming time in the NBA so far this season, to say the least. They're currently sitting outside of the NBA playoff spots at 13 in the Western Conference. It's not like they need more bad luck if you ask us, but that's exactly what they got in the form of Anthony Davis's latest injury. In today's video, we'll tell you how bad the injury really is. First things first, the Lakers are in trouble as Anthony Davis is set to be out for weeks. The Lakers have had a horrible couple of years in the NBA, and their bad form has continued coming into the new NBA season. They're currently one of the worst performing teams in the NBA, which is obviously quite disappointing for the Lakers fans and the people who thought they have a good enough squad to do well this season. Because if you see their squad, on paper at least, they have a decent enough roster. However, their performances on the basketball court have been far from decent. They currently have a 14-20 record with the 7th worst winning percentage across both conferences, and this record could have easily been a lot worse with the start that they made in the league. After the horrendous start, they did manage to mount somewhat of a recovery, but with AD's latest injury, the future looks quite ominous for them. If the reports and rumors are to be believed, the former New Orleans man is set to be missing for the Los Angeles side for several weeks. It's reported that his right foot injury might need a significant amount of time to heal. This news definitely doesn't help the Lakers' cause, who are already not doing well in the league and now have to do without one of their best performing players this season. Next up, what's the severity of AD's foot injury? Ever since the big man limped off with his injury in the game against the Denver Nuggets, the whole Lakers organization has been holding its collective breath, waiting to find out how bad the injury actually is. It makes sense since the Lakers were banking on the 8-time NBA All-Star to come to their rescue this season after they had a horrible time in the NBA without him for most of last season. While tests were being done to find out the severity of AD's injury, the Lakers kept tight-lipped on the situation and very little information was coming out on how bad it actually was. At first, it was being reported that the big man would be out for a month. However, sources now indicate that his injury is worse than it first looked, and the former Pelicans man could be out for more than a month. While multiple such reports doing the rounds in the media, no official news has come out yet on what exactly is the timeline for his return to action. The only confirmation that has come from the Lakers is that it's a stress injury in AD's right foot. The Lakers have confirmed that he will be out of action for an indefinite period of time. The Lakers didn't provide any clarity on the nature of the injury and said that any updates would be shared with the media when it's appropriate. Moving on, Anthony Davis can't catch a break with his injury problems. There are very few people who would debate the fact that Anthony Davis is one of the most talented basketball players we've ever seen in the NBA over the last 20 years. It's a shame that such a talented player who could have gone on to reach such heights hasn't been able to do so because of his injury problems. Throughout his career, the big man has had numerous issues with his fitness. We genuinely think that he could have gone on to become a much better player than he is right now. However, continuous injury problems have ensured that he hasn't been able to achieve his full potential. It's yet another spell on the sidelines in a long queue of injury problems for the one-time NBA champion. Since winning the championship back in 2020, the big man hasn't been able to feature for the Lakers on a regular basis. In the 2020-2021 season, AD missed 36 out of the 72 regular season games for the Lakers. That trend continued last season as well. In the 2021-22 season, he failed to feature in 42 of the Lakers' 82 games. In his absence, the Lakers had a really bad time in the league and performed way below everyone's expectations, and now another extended period of time on the sidelines awaits the former New Orleans Pelicans man. Next, how has Anthony Davis's performance been so far this season? Anthony Davis has been one of the league's top performers this season, and his form warranted him to be in the NBA MVP conversation. His latest injury means that he probably won't be able to compete for the MVP award this season. However, that seems to be the least of his and the Lakers' problems. The biggest worry for the Lakers right now would be to find out who will make up for the numbers that they'll be losing out on with AD's injury. Although it would be almost impossible to replace the big man, he's been in such good form. At the time of his injury, the 8-time NBA All-Star was leading the Lakers side in points and rebounds per game. He's been the focal point for the Lakers this season, scoring a remarkable 27.4 points per game. That is a better scoring rate than the one he had in the 2019-2020 NBA season, where the Lakers ended up becoming the NBA champions. To go with his incredible scoring record, he's also averaging 2.6 assists, 12.1 rebounds per game is an incredible favorable record, which makes a huge difference to the performance of your side. The Lakers might be able to find the 27.4 points he was scoring from somewhere else, but they wouldn't be able to find someone who's as good as the big man when it comes to gathering up rebounds. Continuing on, how big of a miss is Anthony Davis going to be for the Lakers? To put it simply, Anthony Davis is the most important player in this Lakers squad. If he's available and playing at his best, the Lakers will do well in the league. If he's not available or at his 100% on the court, the Lakers don't do well. Don't believe what we're saying? Just look at the record yourself. When he was fit and playing for the Lakers in the 2019-20 NBA season, he led them to the championship. In the last 2 seasons where he has been unavailable for the most part, the Lakers have performed way below what was expected of them. He made his return from last season's injury at the start of this season. It took him some time to get up to speed, but he quickly became the best player on the court for the Lakers. We're in no way discounting the importance of LeBron James, but even LeBron himself accepted that the former Pelican is the central piece in the Lakers squad. Both he and head coach Darvin Ham said before the start of the season that they want Anthony Davis to remain fit throughout the season, as he would be the main man for the Lakers this season. Both of them said that AD was going to be the Lakers' most significant attacking threat this season. Up next, how did the Lakers nation react to AD's injury? It was the news that the Lakers fans were fearing the most. If you asked a few Lakers fans what would be the worst news they could get, most of them would probably have said the news of an injury to their main star man, Anthony Davis. So, needless to say, the fans were not very happy to hear the news that he would be out of action for at least 1 month. The news practically brought the whole fan base into mourning. Quote, "And there goes the season," wrote one fan on Twitter, while another wrote, "It's over." The general sentiment among the fan base is that the Lakers can't possibly recover their season, which has not gone well so far, without AD being present in the squad at his full fitness. Another fan complained on Twitter saying that there's no trade coming in for a while either. The reaction may seem extreme to some, but we need to see where the Lakers are coming from. After winning the championship back in 2020, the Lakers haven't been able to capitalize on their squad's potential. The past 2 seasons have gone by in sort of a transition, so the fans want results this season. Those results don't look like they'll be coming anytime soon. Any little chance they had of recovery seems to have been washed away with AD's injury. Lastly, what can the Lakers do to recover their season? With Anthony Davis out, the Lakers are now back to their original plan. The original plan has always been to fall back on LeBron, looking for him to inspire his Lakers side to victories. We all know what King James is capable of, however, we need to be a little realistic here. He can't carry this Lakers team on his own. He would need some help, which doesn't seem to be coming at the moment. Since AD limped off against the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers have played 6 games and lost 4 of those. The 2 wins they had came against 2 of the weaker teams in the league, the Washington Wizards and Orlando Magic. The most obvious thing to do here would be to go into the market and look for possible reinforcements. Even LeBron himself has subtly hinted to the Lakers management that it might be time to look for possible trades. However, that would require the Lakers to give up 1 or both of their future draft picks. From the signs we can see right now, Rob Pelinka and the management don't look quite willing to give up those picks. And that's where we'll end today's video. How much of a miss is Anthony Davis going to be for the Lakers? What can the Lakers do to recover their season? Please don't forget to let us know in the comment section. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for all the latest news in town. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.